ఆయుర్వేద అభిలాషులకు ఆరోగ్య అభిలాషులకు ఎల్ఎన్ ఆయుర్వేదిక్ డిస్పెన్సరీ తరఫున ఎల్ఎన్ ఆయుర్వేదిక్ డిస్పెన్సరీ అండ్ పీజీ ఎంట్రన్స్ కోచింగ్ తరఫున హృదయపూర్వక నమస్కారములు, దసరా శుభాకాంక్షలు. ఆ లలితాదేవి యొక్క ఆశీస్సులు మీ అందరికీ సదా లభించాలని భగవంతుని తల్లిని ప్రార్థిస్తున్నాను. Warm welcome to everybody. Those are interested to learn the fundamental concepts of Ayurveda, especially pertaining to Dravyaguna. What is the Dravyaguna? Dravyaguna means Materia Medica and Pharmacology as per norms framed by the National Medical Council. But in Dravyaguna, what you are learning? Drug identification we are learning. Is it mentioned in the system of Ayurveda? Yes, it is mentioned. Ayurvedic pharmacology is mentioned. What is the difference, main difference between Ayurvedic pharmacology and allopathic pharmacology? In allopathic pharmacology, generally what happens, every drug will have one specific activity. Whereas in case of Ayurveda, whatever the drug in this nose if you are applying, it is supposed to have multifold actions. It is supposed to have multifold actions. So because of multifold actions, both merits and demerits will be there. Because of multifold actions, merits and demerits will be there. Where merits are applicable, there we have to select the drug. Where demerits are there, we have to drop it. This is the beautiful concept of Ayurveda. Ayurveda based on the Panchamahabhuta theory and Tridosha Siddhanta and Dhatu Siddhanta. Tridosha Siddhanta, Dhatu Siddhanta and Panchamahabhuta Siddhanta. There is an inseparable relation between these two. Prior to chemistry, before chemistry, the drugs have been mentioned, identified and applied in different pathological conditions based on the certain criteria. That is called what Rasa Guna Virya Vipaka. Our Acharyas have expressed the Rasa Guna Virya Vipaka of only drugs and framed. If you are watching the Nikantus and Samhita Granthas, you will come to know one or two factors of these drugs have been mentioned, and the prediction of the further or other pharmacological factors are have been predicted based on the precursor pharmacological factors. In the same manner, in the system of modern medicine also, prior to the manufacturing of almost all the chemical compounds, there will be a precursor chemical compound. But in the system of Ayurveda, the precursor compounds are nothing but the 5 elements. 5 elements, is it not? The proper ratio leads to disease-free condition, and improper ratio leads to diseased condition. See, on the behalf of our L.N.Ayurvedic Dispensary and P.G coaching entrance, every week there will be P.G classes, entrance classes. Apart from that, pertaining to BAMS paper 1 and paper 2 and Dravyaguna MD 4 paper subject matter will be discussed based on the syllabus. Now the National Medical Council is updating the syllabus and changing the syllabus to stress the importance of Ayurveda in a practical manner, what we are calling, sometimes we may call as evidence-based Ayurveda. So part and parcel of our program, every week you will have the classes. Those who are interested, you can register our classes monthly. 2 days, every week 2 days classes will be there. Online classes, those are interested, they can have the physical classes. 40 minutes class will be there every day, weekly 2 days classes. Apart from that, practical orientation also will be there, especially the nomenclature, plant anatomy. First of all, you should know what you have to write in your BAMS second year examinations in Dravyaguna, especially paper 1 and paper 2. Theory is different, practicals are different. In practicals, what you have to identify the medicinal plants, is it not? Simply saying the Rasa Guna Virya Vipaka is not at all criteria. See, what I am telling you, passing is different. Try to get the knowledge when you are coming out. You have taken a oath that I am going to practice the system of Ayurveda, to promote the system of Ayurveda by serving the suffering humanity. Money is secondary for us, but we require money. What I am saying, if you are diverting your mind, you cannot have concentration on the system of Ayurveda. Especially in our classes, we will see the nomenclature. including modern aspects, and a plant morphology, plant histology will be there. In your BAMS second year practicals, you have to write the botanical name, family name. You people, generally people are asking the, what to say, paryaya padas you are saying. That is not a paryaya pada, it is a character of each medicinal plant. Many characters will be there, each medicinal plant, isn't it? That you are going to keep on paper in the sense, you are writing, it is nothing but Ayurvedic morphology. I will say like this, Ayurvedic morphology, by using the Sanskrit terms where Sanskrit is the mother subject or root to express the characters of certain medicinal plants in classical science. Even today, we are following the same concepts, is it not? But after existence of the medicinal botany, you say, botany morphology, you say, botany anatomy, you say, botany histology, you say, we are comparing. For this comparison is nothing but is followed for the purpose of our convenience understanding, is it not? It is followed for the purpose of convenience understanding. So, in our classes, regularly, morphology, plant anatomy, in a simplified manner. Really, if you are studying the histology or anatomy of a medicinal plant, that is to be written in examination, especially in case of Dravyaguna paper 2, practicals, drug identification. So seriously, the people are so serious in the sense you cannot answer the questions. It requires some practice, what I meant to say. That practice will help you in the real practice. That type of learning practice will help you in a real life practice. So, morphology, anatomy or histology, taxonomy plays a major role in identification. Suppose if you are going to a garden, how we are going to identify it? The examiner will ask you how to identify the ashwagandha plant. How many sepals are there? How many petals are there? How many stamens are there? And what is the nature of the ovary? These are the basic things like an MSc botany or something else beyond level in a botany subject. You may not be in a position to answer, but in our classes we will make you, we will polish you with the standards available with you people to answer morphologically, number one, number two, anatomically, or whatever you say, histologically. See, ovary of the, what for all these things, suppose flowers are there, easy, go to apple garden, take the section cutting, then you can identify very easily, you can confirm it. This is ascertained to so-and-so family. Today, if I am telling one plant name, agaro or something else, then how we are going to confirm its identity? People are not believing the classical concept, but they are accepting. See, accepting is different, believing is different. What I meant to say, as in a scientific manner, approaching them and comparing with the modern concepts is the most important. Is very, very important. So such type of things will be analyzed and discussed regularly. So those who are interested, they can register for online classes or physical classes, those according to their availability. And this type of presentation will help you to get more or to score more in a practical point of view. Drug identification, people simply they will write the botanical name, family name, Rasaguna Viripaka, one or two characters or paryapadas, whatever you say. It's not the correct way, whatever still you are supposed to write. For that, what you have to write? Can you compare in Viva? Okay, practical written part is over. When you are coming to Viva, how we are going to answer it? Suppose you take ashwagandha, sepals how many, petals how many, stamens how many. Go to garden and identify. That is that type of learning we require. That is called real identification. Of course, the classical terms mentioned in the system of Ayurveda may help you up to a certain extent, no doubt at all. It gives the basic information to confirm the identity of the medicinal plants, no doubt at all. But still further, if you want, you have to follow the things what we are planning now. So in our regular weekly 2-day schedule, those who are interested, they can register the classes. Dr. Simhadri, 9014141722, L.N.Ayurvedic Dispensary.P.G entrance coaching, Salimanagar, Malakpet. So it is a chain. Continuously for the entire country people, what we are planning, we want to promote in a different way. Everybody is teaching is going on. Every professor is teaching. I am also one. I had my nearly 25 years service in the system of Ayurveda, taught the subject of Dravyaguna. Still, if you are watching the classical books, different, and if you are watching the recent books are different. These are nothing but the compiled one. Because we cannot change the classical concepts. We can change little analysis. See, analysis will differ from person to person, but the classical concept never changes. The classical concept never changes. So that is why you have to study the morphology, anatomy, histology, and in practice tomorrow, what for this is, I will tell you one thing. When you are studying Dravyaguna second year, immediately after 9 months getting the pass mark, will forget it out. Am I right or not? When you are entering a pharmacy, or if you are joining the pharmaceutical industry, or if you are joining in a company, somewhere else related to medicinal plants projects, there they will ask you plant identification, drug identification they will ask you. They will ask you plant morphology, anatomy or histology, taxonomy they will ask you. See, the olden days are different. Now the trend is changing, is it not? You should be in a position to identify the medicinal plant on examination table. Section cutting is the most important. So suppose if 1 or 2 section cuttings you may be in a position to write, but as per norms, nearly 150 medicinal, 120 medicinal plants are there. Is it not? In a practical point of view, 30 to 40 plants, medicinal plants might have mentioned. So by studying this 30 to 40 medicinal plants, what is the use? This is basic information. Still remaining 70 plus 20, at least making 100 medicinal plants are there as per your norms, as per your pyramid syllabus. Is it not? That also you are supposed to study it. In Viva, you will face problem. In Viva, you will face problem. So, not to face such type of problems in your practical life, wherever maybe your studies going on in India, not in Hyderabad. This presentation will help you. See, classical concept, number 1. Number 2, classical characters. Classical pharmacology. See, in our science, you are an Ayurvedic graduate. Even after completion of the post graduation, also you are an Ayurvedic doctor only. By studying the ethanol extract or methanol extract, whatever you say, by studying the chemical compounds of all these things, you will not be in a position to apply these chemical compounds in your practice. You take any company in this universe in India, for example, any Ayurvedic pharmacy, they are not applying the chemical compounds, they are applying the total raw material only. Nowadays, of course, the trend is changing, but they are keeping the extracts. How many references are there for extracts in the system of Ayurveda? What is extract? And when a medicinal plant part becomes an extract, whether the characters will change or the pharmacological actors will change or not, you find out definitely they will change. The thing is that you may be using small quantities. And when you are using the raw material, you are using a grams quantity. If you are using the extract, you are using in milligrams, 200 milligrams or 100 milligrams or 300 milligrams, like that. You are using it. Apart from that, if you are watching the pharmacy company remedies or capsule form or tablet form, they are using the raw material, they are using the extracts also. Both again combining. Combination of extracts and all these things. So classical textual approach. What is the textual approach? Prior to that, you are supposed to identify the medicinal plant, is it not? So such type of classes will be there. Those who are interested, they can register our classes. Weekend days classes will be there, or according to patient, or according to aspirants or students' convenience, the classes will be taken. But as per our schedule, the things will be going on. You can follow our channel UV Simhadri 2040. UV Simhadri 2040 is our channel. And if you are opening that one, you will get the classes. For registration, just contact. Thank you, sparing.